and gentlemen, so our new packet, we're going to be starting off today. We're going to be working on it for the whole week. Okay, turn to page 1. Now, looking at your ruler, we're going to be using our ruler for the first part. Now, most of your rulers look like mine. You have your inches and your centimeters. So I'm going to show you quickly how to differentiate inches and centimeters. We're going to be using the centimeter side. Now it does say centimeters. Sometimes it says millimeters. Centimeters. They're the size of your pinky nail. Okay, so if you're like, is this centimeters or inches? Your pinky is the size like a centimeter-ish. Okay, so you're going to first identify which side is centimeters. That's your pinky one. All right, we're okay? Emmanuel, do you have scratch paper out for your test? No. You need scratch paper. This is not mental math. So take out scratch paper. Santiago, what do you need? I'm going to use it today. Okay, everybody see the centimeter side? All right. What I need you to do is to be on page 1, and it says construct. Draw would be another word. Draw, construct a triangle. A triangle ABC with sides measuring exactly 4, 5, and 6 centimeters. So I need you to draw me a triangle that has 3 sides, right? What does one side measure? 4. What does the next side measure? 5. And what does the third side measure? 6. Okay? Whichever order you want. I need a triangle. One side measures 4. One side measures 5. And the last side measures 6. In whatever order you want to start with. These are your centimeters. Okay, so you're going to have to identify 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters, and then 6 centimeters. So draw me a triangle right here, and you're going to measure as you go. Okay, draw me a line. Kaylee, we're not decorating. So draw me a line that's 4, 5, and 6. Go. Draw me a triangle, and it measures 4, 5, and 6. Go.
What's the base?
It doesn't matter. Pick one. And when you think you have it, Miss Jackson and I are going to come around and measure to see if you're right. Can you label which side's 4, which side's 5, which side's 6 as you go? So draw me a triangle. There's no directions. Just draw me a triangle. One side has to measure 4. One measures 6. One measures 5. So 4 is all over here.
4, 5, and 6. One side is 24. One side is 35.
Still okay. Better than the other ones. Trust me. Did you measure it? So I need one line to be 4, the other line to be 5, and the other line to be 6. So one of the sides of the triangle is 4. And the next side is 6. The small one. Let me know if you have one. You might need it. Try again. What does that measure? It has to measure, this measures 4 centimeters?
Yes.
This is 4 centimeters.
What?
Gentlemen. Well, what did you realize?
I don't know.
It's hard, right?
No.
It's very hard to draw a triangle that's exactly 4, 5, 6 with a ruler. And the reason is, you can't.
Oh, I did it.
Of course.
I'm just too
I didn't give you the right tools to draw a triangle that's exactly 4, 5, and 6. So I even set you up. And you fell for it. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the proper tool. This is a compass ruler. Okay? We traditionally use a compass, the one with the needle. Have you guys ever seen those?
Yeah.
Let me Google search them, just so everybody's on the right page in what I mean.
It looks like a watch that has northwest, south, and east.
That is not the one we're talking about in this situation. We're talking about these. These are the compass that we use in math. If you look at the back of the room, this is your traditional compass. a little more sophisticated. It has a pencil and then the needle part. So these are the compass that we use for math. This is a compass that I grew up using, these traditional compass. We used to use these in class, actually just like this one. But unfortunately, by the time 6th period came around, it would be too loose. The gears would just be worn out. And, the little pointy thing, people would like, oh, let me just stick, carve out something. So this is your traditional compass. So I remember like 10 years ago talking to Miss Kano, be like, we have these compasses that we use in class. And unfortunately, by the time 6th period comes around, they're all broken. And not because the kids are mistreating them. It's just because these compasses weren't used to be used forever. And they wouldn't even last a whole day. And not because the kids were mistreating them again. It was just they were a poor quality. Luis, put the ruler down. So, while I was talking to Miss Kano, she's like, have you ever used one of these? And I'm like, what do you mean? I need a compass. She's like, well, this is called a compass ruler. It does the exact same thing, but way easier. And true, since that moment, she gave me her compasses, and now I use these instead of the other ones. So these are over 10 years old. They were originally Miss Kano's. I absolutely love them. I will teach you how to use them. We're going to be using them this week. Okay? This is a tool, so I don't want to see you playing with them. You guys did a great job with the protractors. I expect the same. We're not playing with them. We're not twirling them or anything like that. They're plastic, so they are breakable. I need you to just handle them like you would any other tool in the class. All right? So, pass these out, and then we'll get started. You're just going to... Give me 1 second. Treat them nicely. Treat them nicely. Everyone in your row gets the same color.
No, it's pink or blue.
Yeah. Okay, that's the number one thing I don't want to see you guys doing. All right. I don't want to see it. No, but I do call it a magnifying glass. Okay, go in, close your pocket and turn to the pink paper. Okay. Couple of things. Hold the compass in your hand. Okay? Notice the top numbers are centimeters. The bottom numbers are inches. It's like a traditional ruler. So this is centimeters on top, inches on the bottom. 99.9%, we're going to use the top number centimeters. Okay? Okay. Now, do you see the round circle over here on the left side? I call it the magnifying glass because if you look through it, it kind of looks like a magnifying glass. Okay. Now, I want you to touch underneath and feel the little bump. This is important. So touch here, underneath here, and feel the little bump. Mylin, I need you to focus and do this with us. You literally have the compass in your hands. Hands, compass, there you go. Now I need you to feel the bump underneath. So, do you see it, Brenda? The bump? So that's one of the most important parts of this whole compass is that bump. Do you guys remember on the protractors how I made you realize where the T was? Yeah. So this is kind of like the same thing. This bump you'll use every single time. So you need to make sure you understand where the bump is. You can kind of see it through the magnifying glass. All right. Next part. This little gear part. If you turn it to the left, the opposite of a clock, just a little bit, it loosens it and you can slide the triangles. So go ahead and loosen it and just slide it gently. So turn it to the left and slide. Now do you guys stop? Do you guys see how there's two triangles on the top and the bottom? Okay. Can you set one of the triangles pointing to the 5 centimeters? So I'm going to slide it over to the 5 centimeters. And then I'm going to tighten it. Not tighten it like it's going to stay there for the rest of its life. Just enough so when I tap it, it doesn't move. The more, Angel, the more you tighten it, the more you're messing with the gears. So just a little bit and it doesn't slide. So everyone's triangle should be at 5.
And then there's one at 7.5.
Yeah, but we're caring about the 5. Okay, so everybody's at 5? Yeah. So it doesn't move, right? Stop, Angel. Set it to 5. Turn it, make it stay. Got it? Now, I'm going to draw a circle that's 5 centimeters, Luis. Now, you see how there's 2 holes, 2 triangles? You're going to place your pencil in the one that's pointing to the 5, not the one that's pointing to the 7.5, right? You're going to put your pencil in here. But before we do, I want you to draw me a dot in the center of your pink paper. Right in the center, I'm going to place a dot. Dot in the center of your pink paper. A dot in the center. All right. The bump, put on top of your dot. The bump, put on top of your dot. That's why it's important to know where the bump is. Bump on top of the dot. There it is. All right? You're going to place your index finger of your non-dominant hand, the one you don't write with, on top of the red circle where the bump is. Okay?
That's why it spins, right?
Yep. Your pencil in the circle, the hole where the 5 is. Okay? And you're going to draw me a perfect circle, and you're going to have to go all the way around. Sometimes your binder or notebook gets in the way. So I'm just going to go around. Sometimes I have to stop, go the other way, go around. Just like so. And you have your perfect circle. This has a radius of 5 centimeters and a diameter of 10 centimeters. If I go back and I measure it all the way across is your 10 centimeters and half of it is your 5. So draw me a circle to the best of your ability that's 5 centimeters in diameter.
Bro, I cannot do this.
Does your circle look as big as your teacher's circle? No. Okay, so what does that mean? We need to do what?
I can't.
Yes, you can.
You
Try again.
No.
Okay, then you're not going to be able to finish whatever she has for you to do because your circle's too small.
All right. Now, set your triangle to 10 centimeters. Set your triangle to 10 centimeters. So open it up a little. Slide it to 10. Now, does this triangle, the one on the left-hand side, reach 10? No. That's why we have 2 triangles. So the one on the right side is the one that's going to be on the 10. So I'm going to move it over to the 10. So slide it over where this triangle is exactly on the 10. So you see it's on the 10. This triangle is on the 10. I'm going to tighten it now so it doesn't move. We'll tap. So this triangle right there is pointing to the 10. Can everybody do that right now? So this triangle is pointing to the 10. All right. Now, Kaylee, before we get in trouble, put the dot on the bump. Same bump, same dot. Now, some of you might go off your paper. It's fine. We're just practicing. So, bump on the dot. Index finger. Pencil. Do I put it on the 7.5 or the 10? The 10. So, put my pencil in there. I'm going to draw. Emmanuel, focus on the map, please. Go all the way around. Might have to stop. Might go off your paper. It's fine. We're just practicing. Don't write on the desk, though. Radius of this one is 10 centimeters. So that means that my diameter is 20. Huh? The one that reaches the 10. There's only one that reaches the 10.
So the one that's on the 10?
The one that's on the 10. Yeah. The one that's on the 10. Sometimes the staple gets in the way. Sometimes you go off the paper. For practice, it's fine. All right. Last one. Set the triangle to 2 centimeters. Set the triangle to 2. So do it before I do it. Set it to 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters. Do both triangles reach 2 centimeters? No. That's why there's 2 triangles. Sometimes one of them works. Sometimes both of them work. Sometimes only one of them works. The right or the left.
But none of them work on one.
The one should be the first triangle, maybe barely.
Not even.
All right. Okay, so 2. You're at 2 now?
Oh man.
Bump on the dot. Bump on the dot. 2 centimeters. Set it to 2. And now draw a small circle.
Wait, do we get to like eat?
Your pack? Not the compass. No, sorry. You can buy one. Amazon.
He's actually kind of cool.
I know, huh? I didn't know about them until Miss Kano showed us 20 million years ago. You can even go tell her if you talk to her. Be like, I used your compasses. Miss Melanie said to take really good care of them. Radius is 2 centimeters. Diameter would be 4 centimeters. So there you go. Just did a target. Bullseye. Are we okay? So this is just using a compass. How to draw circles, okay?
What number was it for the middle?
2, 2, 5, and 10. 2, 5, and 10. We okay? Now, believe it or not, we're going to use this compass that creates circles to make triangles. I know. It's magic. It's magic. So, we're going to be using the same steps as we did here to build our triangles. All right, let's go. Everybody go back to page 1. Now, on the top, you guys were just using a ruler. And some of your triangles ended up looking like this. You did like 4, 5, 6, and it was like too long. Some of you ended up with a triangle like this, where the 6 was outside. You guys all came up with some really interesting triangles, but you didn't have the right tools. Now I'm going to show it to you using the right tools. All right. We're going to write down the steps. So you can always go back and remind yourself of all the steps that you need to draw a triangle. Trust me, by the end of the period, you'll have these steps memorized. But let's pay attention. So 1, draw the longest line. Okay? Of the triangle we were drawing before, which is the longest line? 6. So we're drawing the same triangle, 4, 5, 6 centimeter triangle, but this time we're using a compass. So the first step is to draw the longest line. Which one's the longest line? 6. You don't need the triangles, you just need the ruler part. So I'm going to take my compass, I'm going to set it towards the bottom so I have enough room. Don't put it up here because we got to put our triangle on top of it. So towards the bottom, I'm going to hold it like a ruler. Here is 0, and here is 6 centimeters. So I'm going to draw a line that is exactly 6 centimeters. Exactly 6 centimeters. So everybody draw me a line using your compass or your traditional ruler, whatever. But 0 is not on the edge. 0 is here, where it says centimeters, somewhat kind of like blurry. And I'm going to label it 6 centimeters. So you start with your longest line. Whatever your longest line is, that's what you start with. Label it 6 centimeters. So measure it out. Randy, are you done with the... Come on, I need you finished with that. 6 centimeters. Are we okay with that? Did everybody draw your line? Yes, yes? We're good? Okay. Step number 2. Draw 2 dots. What did I say before? Oh, draw dots at the end. Draw 2 dots at each end. So draw 2 dots at each end. Well, actually draw 1 dot on each end. Sorry. Draw dots at the end. Sorry, I wrote that wrong. So a dot and a dot. I might change that to be less confusing. Draw dots at each end. Oh, look. Draw dots at each end. I just had to get rid of the word too. Draw dots at each end. So here's a dot, and here's a dot. Stop. Dot and dot. We're okay? Okay. So far, pretty easy. You guys can do this. You're going to be doing this 100 times this whole week.
Oh no.
3. Set compass to 5 centimeters and draw an arc. An arc is a fancy word for a semicircle. Okay, so step number 3. Set compass to 5 centimeters and draw an arc. Why 5 centimeters? Because that's the next number, right? So I'm going to set my compass to 5 centimeters. So take your compass, open it, slide it to 5. Do that now. Not play with your hair. Slide to 5. Luis, I need to see you doing this. Slide it to 5. Did you slide it to 5? Okay. Everybody stop. This is plain. 5. Okay. I'm going to start with this dot on the left side. Put the bump on the dot. Bump on the dot. So where's your bump? Put it on the dot. Just like before. All right? So put it on the bump, on the dot. Index finger on the circle. You're going to put your pencil where the 5 is, right? And draw a semicircle. Lightly. That's called an arc. Lightly because it's a construction line. So the bumps on the dot, just like last time, just like the pink paper, right? Hold it. This is set to 5. So put your pencil and draw an arc. That's all. The pink paper had you draw the whole circle, right? I don't need the whole circle. I just need a semicircle. That's it. Okay? So, did we use the 6 centimeters? Yes. Did we use the 5 centimeters? Yes. Have we used the 4? No. So, step number 4. Set compass to 4 centimeters and draw an arc. What's an arc? A semicircle. So, take your compass and set it to what? 4. Compass to 4. Emmanuel, focus. Now, did I already use this dot? Yes. Do I want to use it again? No. You want to use the new dot. I'm going to make a mistake. If I use the same dot, I'm making a mistake. I end up doing a rainbow. I don't want a rainbow. I want these two arcs to cross each other. So if you use the same dot, they will never cross. You have to flip it over and use the other dot. So we have it 4. Bump, dot, my new dot. Index finger. I'm looking for when these two semicircles cross each other. So I don't need to do a big arc. I'm just looking, where do they cross? That's all I care about. Look how small that is. Because all I care about is where they cross. I don't care over here. I don't care on the top. I care, where do these two cross? So make sure they cross. Figure out where they cross. 4. Cross it out. Okay. Step 5. Add a 3rd dot at the top. Okay. Where your two semicircles meet, where they intersect, That's where we're going to draw our third dot, up there. So where the two circles meet, you're going to put your third dot up there. Put the dot up there. Not necessarily in the middle. Not always. Most of the time it's not in the middle. Now, step 6, the last step. Connect the dots. Guess what happens when I connect the dots? It creates a triangle. You connect it. Now you see these arcs? You can erase them. We don't need them. Or you can leave them there. It's fine. All I want to see is your triangle. Where the two circles connect, semicircles, that's the top of your triangle. And if you go back and measure, guess what? It measures exactly 5 and 4. Measure this. This is 5 centimeters. Measure this. This is 4 centimeters. And we have the perfect 4, 5, 6 triangle that we were unable to do before because we only had a ruler. Just 6 simple steps. Yeah, same steps. Obviously, when it says set compass to 4, set compass to 5, it's the other numbers that they give you. All right, try doing page 2. What do we start with? 7 as a line. So draw me a 7 centimeter, just a line. 7 centimeter line. Just a 7 centimeter line. So first thing, draw a 7 centimeter line. Just a 7 centimeter line. That's your first step. Just a line that's 7 centimeters. Draw it. You don't need to move the triangles. It's just a line, 7 centimeters. Use your ruler. Draw a line. A line. 7 centimeters. Go. Because I don't see you working, so I'm like, do we not get it? Do we get it? All right. You can use your regular ruler if you want. Remember, when you're using a regular ruler, we don't start at 1. We always start on the edge where 0 is at. So I'm going to label this 7 centimeters. All right, we're done. So I'm done with 7 centimeters. My next step, what's step number 2? Yes, a dot on each end. Dot, dot. Those dots are important because that's where you put your bump. All right, I shouldn't see you not working. I should see you working. And if you're done with number 3, 4, 5, and 6, we shouldn't stop working. I'm concerned if we're stopped working. What's next? What's step number 3? Yeah, 3 and 5. What do you want to do first, 3 or 5? 5? All right. Does it matter? No. I'm going to set it to 5 because that's what you guys said. Set it to 5 because the measurements are 3 and 5, right? Now, the staple does 100% get in the way for this one. Sometimes it's useful to open up your packet. The staple will get in the way. It happens every single year. Okay, bump on the dot. Bump on the dot. On this dot. Index finger, hold it down. Pencil, where the 5 is. Arc, semicircle. I don't need to go all the way. Whatever fits. Until like you get stuck with the staple. It's fine. There you go. So that's your 5 centimeter arc. I'm going to put a 5 centimeter so you know this one's your 5. Set it to 5. Draw an arc. A flat surface is best. Your notebook will get in the way. The staple will get in the way. You can fix the notebook by putting your notebook on the floor. Opening up your packet will help you. Okay, what's my next measurement? I did the 5, I did the 7, now 3. So my compass, set it to 3, close it, there's 3. Do I use the same dot?
No.
Nope, I gotta use the other side. So I'm gonna go the other side. And guess what, kids? I just need to figure out where they cross. So doing it over here, worthless. I'm gonna kind of move it towards where I need it. I need it right there. There's my arc. That's where the 2 arcs cross. That's where my 3rd and final dot belongs. Right where they cross. Right there. I had a student the other period put a dot at the end of it. And I'm like, no, don't put it where your arc ends. It's where they meet. Where the 2 arcs meet, that's where you put your dot. Okay, now what? What's my last step? Connect the dots and create a triangle. Connect, connect, and there's my triangle. If I go back and measure it, this measures exactly 5 centimeters. This measures exactly 3 centimeters. And that's it. Okay. You guys have about 4 minutes. Let's see if you guys can finish 4, 5, and 6. You have 3 problems. 4 minutes to do 3 problems. Emmanuel, we're focused?